Hey guys, welcome back to my channel DMO TV, and today I got a review video for you guys. We're gonna be comparing two different products, two different lures, and we're gonna put them side to side and see if they're similar, or if they're the exact same thing, or one is better than the other one. So we're gonna be going through the differences and the similarities of these two lures that are really popular out there. I also wanna say that this is my first giveaway video ever on this channel. So I never had done a giveaway, so we're gonna be trying that out. I don't believe that giveaways will give you a lot of subscribers or a lot of likes, a lot of views. I don't believe that at all, guys. I never really believe on giveaway videos. But the reason why I'm doing this giveaway video is because I want to say thank you to the people that actually watches my videos and the people that actually take the time to like and comment on my videos. I appreciate every one of you. It's a small giveaway, but I hope you're the one that gets it. And with that said, I'll be telling you how to win the giveaway at the end of the video. So just watch the whole video, and towards the end I give you the instructions how you can qualify to win the giveaway. So let's get started with this video, guys. Everybody knows the Whopper Plopper is really popular, and it's been around for years, okay? So the Whopper Plopper has been around, and everybody knows the catchfish. Everybody knows it's a top water lure, but for some reason in my area it's being extremely popular this year. So I went to the Academy Sports, and they had a whole section for Whopper Ploppers, huge section, and it was completely sold out. There was not a single one of them. So I asked when they're gonna come. They're not sure, and they said as soon as they come, people buy them immediately. So then I decided to go to my local Bass Pro Shop, and the same thing happened. They were sold out of Whopper Ploppers. So I'm like, whoa, this thing is actually really popular. So I asked this guy that works there, one of the workers, he helped me out. And he was telling me there's something that is actually the exact same thing or similar, and it's probably gonna be cheaper for me. So I decided to pick this up. This is the Berkley Choppo 90. Alright. So, you know, I never had a chance to fish with it, so I had it on my tackle box. But then I went back to Bass Pro Show on a different occasion, and they actually had a few Whopper Ploppers, and I actually picked up one of these. Okay, the Whopper Plopper, the 90. Okay, so now we're gonna find out today. We're gonna find out which one is the best one of both of them. Are they the same thing? Are they overpricing the Whopper Plopper? Is the Choppo stands a chance against the Whopper Plopper? That's what we're trying to figure out today. So we're gonna see the differences. We're gonna see how loud they are. I'm gonna be showing you how to fish with the Whopper Plopper, and I guess the Choppo as well. And we're gonna go through every single detail about these two lures and see if it's worth it to save $4 or not. So, alright, for starters, the most obvious difference with these two lures is the price. So I got this one for $12.49, somewhere around there. So that's a little pricey for a lure, for me personally, in my opinion. But again, this is really popular lure, so they get away with charging a little more for it. And then we got the Choppo. The Choppo, it was actually $7 to $8. I can't remember the exact price, but you know, you save a couple bucks if you decide to pick one of these up. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and open this up. Open them up and look at them really close. So I'm gonna bring the camera around so we can look at them really, really close, and we'll see what the difference are, and if there's any difference, and if one of them is actually better than the other one. Now, okay, we're gonna start with the Whopper Plopper 90. This is made by River to Sea. It's 90 millimeters, half ounce weight. This is the bluegill color. Okay, so the packaging is pretty nice. You got a barcode. They got the sticker for authentication, which that's always good. It tells you there's a top water action. You can definitely see the colors of the lure, and you can actually see the lure really well, so you know what to expect. So let's open this up real quick. Okay. Okay, that was not the most glamorous way to open it, but we got it open. Okay, so this is what you get. Alright, so this is the lure right here. You can see the colors are really nice. The finish is really nice. You have the logo on the eyes. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, they got the little logo on the eyes of the lure. Okay, and then you got the description right here, Whopper Plopper 90. Now the hooks are pretty sharp. A lot of people like to upgrade the hooks. They're kind of, for me, that should be good. Unless they rust that way, I will change them, but I will definitely fish it straight from the package. And the tail is clear, and this spins, so that's what makes that sound in the water. Okay, so small little gap there. Let's see how loud it is. The rattle is not really super loud, but I guess the effect in the water is the sound that the tail makes while it spins in the water. Okay, so there you go. That's the Whopper Plopper. Nice finish, nice colors, definitely durable. Not super loud as far as the rattle is. The hooks are okay. I will definitely fish it straight from the package. But if they get rusted, I will definitely upgrade the hooks. But yeah, that's the Whopper Plopper right there. Alright, so now let's open the Choppo. The Choppo 90, I'm guessing it's the same size as the Whopper Plopper. And this is the Berkley competition, obviously, to the Whopper Plopper since it's so popular. I'm not sure if they can beat the exact same design, but it looks like they are. We're gonna compare them once I get it open, but it looks like they are. This is the frog color, so it's still ½ ounce. It has rattles, so let's open it up. Let me see. Now the packaging looks slightly simpler. Still really hard to open though. Wow, I should have some scissors over here. I'll be alright. Okay. Let's get it out. Alright. So this one got more of a matte finish, but I guess that's just the color. Feels durable as well. The hooks are slightly smaller, I want to say, barely smaller, especially this one, the one in the back. They're really similar, guys. The tail, the back part spins, has a little tail. The eyes are different, obviously, because they don't have the logo of the River to Sea logo. It doesn't have the River to Sea logo, but the same thing. Berkley Choppo 90 on the bottom. The colors are nice too. They're matte finish, but the colors are definitely nice still, you know. So the hooks, we're gonna be fishing it straight from the package since I never fished one of these, and we'll see how they perform. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. But if I had to upgrade it, I would upgrade it. The same thing with the Whopper Plopper, because I would probably if I use it and they rust away, I would just upgrade then. But then I wouldn't have to upgrade right away straight from the package, which most people wouldn't. So let's bring the Whopper Plopper. All right, so we got both of them side to side. You can see they are really similar, guys. Like extremely similar. The main difference I see is the tails. So this tail right here is a little bit chunkier towards the end right here, and I feel like that cut right there is higher up on the body of the lure, where the Choppo itself is just a little bit skinnier right here, and I feel like it's just slightly off where the other one's cut off. So the Choppo is slightly different as far as the tail goes, and the shape of the tail. So you can see how that curves. Very similar and very subtle differences, but see how this one doesn't curve as much. So this one don't curve as much, and it's clear. Obviously that's because of the color, but if you look at the curve right here, it's different than the Choppo. The Choppo is like a more pronounced curve. You see that? More pronounced curve. That's the main difference I see. Like maybe the Choppo is a little bit thicker. If you put them like this. No, they're identical, guys. They're identical. Those they're very similar. Very similar. I don't know how Berkley getting away with this because it's almost the exact same design. I don't see a lot of difference. The rattle, I think this rattle is a little bit louder. Let's see, this one's slightly louder and higher pitch than this one. We're gonna be fishing them in the water. I'll be showing you how to fish these, and we're gonna be paying attention on how loud they are in the water, because that tail will make a splash in the water, and that's what attracts the fish. So we'll see which one is louder, or if they are actually the same. So far I'm impressed with how similar they are. Not a lot of differences. I wish they have the same color. I didn't have a frog color, I have a bluegill color. I wish I had a bluegill for the Choppo, but I wasn't really thinking about the color. But as far as the body goes, the colors are actually high quality. This one's a matte finish, but still high quality. This one's really glossy, really high quality finish, and beautiful colors on the side right here. You know, they got the little rainbow colors on that side, really natural. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the lake and we're gonna try to fish them and see if there's any difference as far as how they fish or how they sound in the water. But so far, like I said, I'm really impressed of how similar they are. Alright guys, so I was gonna bring my big camera, but it seems like it's about to rain, so I don't want to risk it. So we're gonna start with the Whopper Plopper. I tied it straight to my braided line. I got braided line on this reel. I got a Black Max Abu Garcia reel, and I have a medium action rod. Okay, it's a short rod, but this should be perfect for the Whopper Plopper. So I choose to bring this reel because it helps me to keep a constant speed, and I find that if you keep a constant speed on the lure, is the best way to fish. So when people say you want to stop, pause, and then keep retrieving it, I don't really like to do that. It seems like every time I catch a fish in a Whopper Plopper is when I'm retrieving it on a constant speed. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's not super loud, but you can definitely hear the lure disturbing the surface of the water, and that's what triggers the bite. Okay, it's pretty straightforward, guys. Just cast and retrieve it on a constant speed. That's the best way that I think you fish the Whopper Plopper. But you know, sometimes the fish can be a little finicky, so you can pause and go. Like I said, some people like to do that. It just doesn't work for me for some reason. Like, it works better if I just keep retrieving it in a constant speed. So we're gonna fish this lure for a little bit. See if we can. We're gonna fish the lure for a little bit. See if we can trigger the bite. Small blowout, guys. You just got a blowout right there. Oh, that just got my heart pumping. Now,
we're gonna go ahead and switch it to the Choppo 90. Okay, so go ahead and tie the Choppo 90 real quick. Alright guys, so here goes the Choppo. Tied it straight to the red line. They should weigh the same. They weigh the same, so I should be able to cast the same distance. So it's fast off. Okay, so the first thing I notice is the Choppo actually sinks a little bit more than the Whopper Plopper. It sinks slightly bit. It's still on the surface, but most of the body is under the water. So that's very different. It also doesn't come straight down. It tends to tilt to the right slightly bit. Now, I want to say it's louder than the Whopper Plopper, but as you can see, let me show you what I mean. So when you're fishing it, the Whopper Plopper stays upright, okay? This one's tending to go sideways like this. I don't know if it's the wind or not. Also, the body sinks a little bit more than the Whopper Plopper, so the body's like almost submerged, but right at the surface of the water. And the Whopper Plopper actually stays out on top of the water. That's very different though. So they are different as far as how they behave in the water. More than what I expected, because of the design is very similar, but they're behaving differently. Now this one is a little bit louder, I want to say. Okay, and I feel like I need to retrieve it faster to keep that loud sound. So let me see if I do that. Yeah. Alright, so it feels like you have to retrieve it faster, and when you do it fast, it tends to go sideways. It doesn't stay straight. That's not good. It definitely behaves very differently than the Whopper Plopper. Okay. Now, the effect is the same, I would say, as far as disturbing the water, making the bubbles, making the sound, the rattle. And it's hard to judge it because obviously I don't think there's a lot of fish around here, or at least there's no fish feeding around here. But you see what I mean? Like it's trying to go sideways. Okay, that's kind of like, I don't like that at all. So instead of coming to you like this, it's trying to go like this. And I guess that's because of the tail. It's pushing the lure sideways like that, which that kind of, that seems like a flaw on the design. And it's so strange because it probably has to do with the actual tail, because everything else is pretty much the same. I guess how the buoyancy of it, how much it floats is different too, but I think it's just the tail that's pushing the lure sideways like that. And that is a definite flaw on the design. I'm not saying it won't catch fish, but it don't seem like it's supposed to do that. Okay, it don't seem like that's the idea of the lure. It's definitely louder than the Whopper Plopper. Slightly louder. But again, I feel like I have to retrieve it faster than the Whopper Plopper to make the sound stay on the highest pitch. And it's literally on the side. I mean, I still think it will catch fish, don't get me wrong. It will definitely catch fish. It's like it's making the same effect. It's just visually, it's not aesthetically nice because the lure is sideways. This doesn't come straight down, and that's the main flaw, I think. But as far as like what's the effect that's making in the water, I think it'll be very similar. So it's, at the end of the day, it's be up to you. If you want to save the $4, guys, I mean, I would. If you're like really on a tight budget, I would just buy this. But if you have the money, just go ahead and get the Whopper Plopper. You know, there's a reason why the Whopper Plopper is popular. Believe me, there was a few of these Choppos, but there was still some left. The Whopper Plopper was completely sold out, so that's the reason why, guys.
There you go, guys. That's how you fish your Whopper Plopper or your Choppo, whatever you decide to get. Like I said, it's probably preference. They're very similar. They sound very similar. Maybe slight different on the sound, or maybe slight different on the tail. Maybe one is a little bit louder than the other one. But you know, it shouldn't make a huge difference while catching a fish. I don't think so. I will be putting it to a test more when I go out actually fishing. But for the most part, I think they're very similar. Okay, so now for the giveaway, guys. So yeah, you guessed it. I'm giving away a Whopper Plopper bone color, 90 millimeters. Okay, this value of $12.49. Not a lot of money, guys, but you know, it's just a little simple thing to make this video fun and say thank you to the people that watch my channel. So the way you can actually win this Whopper Plopper is you have to be subscribed to the channel, like the video, and just leave a comment. Okay, leave me a comment of which one do you prefer. Do you prefer the Whopper Plopper, or would you actually take a risk and buy the Choppo 90? So just leave a comment, and this is gonna be running for a week, and then at the end of the week, from whenever the video gets released, I'll be picking the winner at random, and you'll be getting a Whopper Plopper bone color. So if you are in an area that is sold out everywhere, like I am, so this would be cool to get one of these. But anyways, guys, like I said, please go ahead and like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.